work is said to done if a force causes a displacement. So there are different cases. I'm just writing the formula, not theories required. The force applied is F and it causes a displacement of S at an angle theta. Work done by a constant force is F is cos theta, or it will be F dot S. If it is a force in vector form it is a constant force which causes a displacement from x1 y1 z1 to x2 y2 z2. F1 I cap plus F2 j cap plus F3 k cap, and it causes a displacement from x1 y1 z1 to. So displacement vector will be x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap. So by a constant force, we can directly apply it will be F1 into x2 minus x1. So that is the two basic formula for work done by a constant force when it causes a displacement from x1 y1 z1 to x2 y2 z. But if force is not constant, force is variable, then it will be integration. If force is given as a function of
इंटीग्रल एफ डी एक्स
position, then it will be f dot x. Abda,
कुछ नहीं सर फॉर्मूला ही बता रहा था
the formula bata rahe the. Integration of f into dr. So if it is a constant force, only one direction force, only depending upon x, so it will be f dx. And if it is a 3d force, then f1 dx plus f2 times dy plus f3 times dz. Where f1 is the x component, f2 is the y component, and f3 is z component. And it will be integrated from x1 y1 z1 to x2 y2 z2, and this will also be calculated. This can also be calculated because area is equal to area under the graph gives the integration. So work done is also equal to area under force and position or force and displacement graph. And then we have work energy theorem for finding the work done. Work energy theorem can be applied for all the type of forces. All the type of forces means whether the force is constant or variable, the total work done by all the forces, net forces, is always equal to change in kinetic energy. So work done by external force, whether that force is conservative, non-conservative, constant, variable, this will always be the case. It will always equal to change in kinetic energy of the body or of the system. I'm sharing the worksheet for work energy that we will do in today's class. Right. So these are the common formulas for calculation of work done. Next is energy and based on the energy conservation. ये ऊपर वाले कोर्स में जो work x लिखा हुआ, this is the net work done by all the forces acting on it. This is net work done means whether there are some conservative forces, non-conservative forces, this will be by the resultant of all those forces. Energy, so based upon whether the force is internal or external, कंजर्वेटिव और नॉन कंजर्वेटिव. इंटरनल फोर्सेस का मतलब जो सिस्टम के अंदर पेयर्स के फॉर्म में होते हैं, those are called internal forces because they cancel out each other. Action reaction pair is inside the system. External, which is only one force acting on the, so it depends upon the system that we take. But conservative and non-conservative depends upon the nature of that force. Internal external में nature का कोई logic नहीं है. That is only on basis of the, जैसे हमने एक क्वेश्चन किए थे लास्ट क्लासेस में टू ब्लॉक पे फ्रिक्शन. So this force applied F, this is like external force in the system क्योंकि ये किसी बाहर वाले आदमी लगाया, इसका रिएक्शन उसके ऊपर लगेगा. This is on the external, this is external force. But as a result we saw that because of the friction इन दोनों के बीच में एक force लग रहा है, This friction is the internal force of the system because उसका action और reaction दोनों system के अंदर है. They both will cancel out each other. So that is the meaning of internal external force. But energy does not depend. जब हम kinetic energy की बात करेंगे, so this is net work done by all the forces. Internal forces का net force resultant is always zero. That force will always become zero. We don't have to include. So ऊपर वाले में friction ने कोई work done नहीं किया होगा. By the way, अगर किया भी है, suppose in the case of slipping also, तो जितना ऊपर वाले में positive उतना नीचे वाले पे negative. So the total work done when you calculate, the work done by these two frictions will be cancelling out each other and net will become zero. But when we categorize the energy, energy is always because of the work done, or energy is the ability to do work done. So in this system, there are two type of energy that can be obtained. One is the kinetic energy and other is potential energy. We are talking about only the mechanical energy of the system. Energy तो और बहुत तरह की होती है, but we are not interested in those energy. Energy due to the motion and due to the position, or just by observing its mechanics. Kinetic energy किसी भी system में तभी आएगी, suppose there's a block acting, block force is acting on it, and that force is external force. Internal forces will always cancel out each other. Like internal forces example is our muscular forces. हम खड़े हुए अपनी muscles को stretch कर रहे हैं, but those two forces will cancel out each other. We are not able to produce motion of the body by using the muscle stretching. Muscle stretch करेंगे, हमारी body के अंदर forces produce हो रहे हैं, but those net force become zero. चलने के लिए हमें ground से friction चाहिए. When we move towards right, friction किधर लगता है? If you are moving towards right side, friction
Yes.
is right side only, not
Right
opposite.
side only.
Because हम जिस point पे touch कर रहे हैं ground को, that point is
लेकिन
pushed
फोर्स
backward.
लेफ्ट लगा रहे हैं.
Yes. Kinetic energy is integration of F external dot dr. External force की वजह से जो work done होगा, this is the formula for work done, that is change in kinetic energy. जो हम calculate करके हमें पता है, that is half mv square. If initially it is 0, or p square by 2m. This is the kinetic energy of any mass, any particle mass and moving velocity. Second type of energy is potential energy. So potential energy source, we are trying to move, suppose we are by applying some force. अब suppose ये block की जगह पे, this is a block attached with a spring or something, और हम spring पे force लगा रहे हैं. So when we are trying to pull this spring by applying the force F, F is the external force. The spring will oppose that. The spring will start getting compressed and its spring will provide an opposite force. And due to that force, due to that spring force, there will be elongation in the spring, and that force is opposing the work done by external force, or this force does the work against the internal force of the system.
Restoring force.
Restoring force, right? But it is not necessary that it has to be restoring for potential energy. Restoring force is required for SHM or oscillation. Here it has to be just conservative in nature. Conservative का मतलब होता है जिस भी force के against हम work करें, that work is stored. Those type of forces are called conservative, and the property is that work done does not depend upon path. Kinetic में हम सारे लेते हैं, conservative, non-conservative सबका resultant. So here Fx is the resultant of all the forces. आगे force लग रहा है, पीछे friction लग रहा है. Then we will calculate all the forces. That net force is the one which we will be providing the kinetic energy. But उस force का कितना part internal force को overcome करने में use हो रहा है? How much that force is used for overcoming that internal force? उस part ने उस system का configuration change किया, उसका position change किया, जैसे इस case में spring की length increase. So that force, that part of work done will be equal to potential energy stored. I'll take another simpler example to explain this. किसी भी system में जरूरी नहीं है internal force हो ही, does not depend करता है उस body के nature पे. But suppose if we take the case of very simple block kept on the earth, और इसका mass है let's say कुछ 5 kg. इस पे एक फोर्स लग रहा है mg. This is an internal force of the system. ये ब्लॉक पे भी लग रहा है और इतना ही अर्थ पे भी लग रहा है. This is kind of internal force of the system. If you want to increase this kinetic energy, we'll have to apply an external force which has to be greater than 50. इसका weight है 50. तो suppose हमने लगा दिया 60 न्यूटन. अब इसमें जो force लग रहा है net force is how much? How much is the net force? 10 Newton. Because of 10 Newton, this is the net external force which will be able to provide it kinetic energy. इसके पास जो acceleration आएगा, इसके पास जो velocity आएगी, वो that is not coming because of 60 Newton. That is coming because of the resultant of 10 Newton. But उस 60 में 10 Newton तो इसको kinetic energy provide कर रहा है, and the remaining 50 Newton is used. Remaining 50 Newton is used to overcome this force, internal force of the system. और इंटरनल फोर्स के सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट जब हम वर्क डन करते हैं, दैट वर्क डन इज स्टोर्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. वर्क डन अगेंस्ट द इंटरनल फोर्स. फोर्स में 60 न्यूटन लग रहा था, बट 60 में 10 न्यूटन इज प्रोवाइडिंग द काइनेटिक एनर्जी एंड द रिमेनिंग 50 न्यूटन इज यूज्ड इन ओवरकमिंग दैट इंटरनल फोर्स, जिसकी वजह से वो अर्थ पे टिका हुआ था, इज नॉट गोइंग अप. Work done against the internal force of this system is stored internal conservative. That conservative word is very important here. अगर force conservative नहीं होगा तो वो work done stored नहीं हो पाएगा. That work done will be lost in the form of heat, like that of friction. The work done against the internal conservative force of this system is equal to change in potential energy. Is equal to change in potential energy of the system. I hope you understood the concept क्या था. The work done, दो तरह के work done हो सकते हैं, resultant force का work done और सिर्फ internal force के बराबर का work. Right? Internal force is equal to external force जब हम सिस्टम में केवल और केवल इसकी पोजीशन चेंज करना चाहते हैं. If you are just changing the position, जैसे हमें इसको सिर्फ ऊपर लेके जाना है, don't want to provide it any velocity, the force that is required is only 50 Newton, 50.00000 maybe to start the initial inertia, but is not getting accelerated. It is going up with almost a zero speed. That is the concept जो हम हर बार potential energy जब भी define करते हैं. Gravitational potential energy, the work done in bringing the masses from infinity without an acceleration or almost with an infinitesimally zero speed. Potential energy का formula मिल गया हमें change in potential energy का. In fact, क्योंकि energy तो initially कुछ ना कुछ होगी. Absolute potential energy we cannot calculate, is minus of f dot dr, where f is the internal conservative force of the system. ये external force नहीं है. external में कितना लगा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. उसमें जब conservative force को overcome करने में जितना force use हो रहा है, that force will be doing the potential energy, will be providing the potential energy of the system. तो समझ आ रहा है. अभी हम थोड़ा theoretical discussion कर रहे हैं because this part is not very much clearly explained in the book. F is the internal conservative force of the system. Yeah. Next part is, so internal energy, किसी भी internal energy system में हमेशा initially कुछ ना कुछ होगी. Only at infinity we assume to be zero, but since we are interested only in change, so initial point कहीं पर भी zero assume कर लेते हैं. Earth के case में it is earth surface, table के surface पे zero, but this is a general formula. From this formula we can calculate the force. किसी भी system का force निकालना है. अब जैसे ये F dot dr है, means F can be a constant force, F can be only one dimensional force, F can be three dimensional force. तो हम इसको integrate करके निकाल सकते हैं. Delta U is minus integration of fx dx plus fy dy plus fz dz, and this will be. So अब इसमें और जो पीछे में वर्क डन के फोर्स में जो फॉर्मूले में किया, दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है? Here also the work done formula we did something like this. This is the net force or maybe जिस force की हम बात कर रहे हैं उस force के लिए it can be friction also, but here it cannot be friction because friction is not a conservative force. This will be change in potential energy of this system, and this is because of the work done against the internal force. Force calculate करना हो, then force is opposite. F is equal to minus del U by del R because potential energy is scalar quantity. So we have to differentiate in vector form. Vector form में differentiation को बोलते हैं gradient. So gradient means we will differentiate this partially with respect to x. Y और z constant रख लेंगे. With respect to y, then x and z will be constant. With respect to z, then x and y will be constant. So these will be the three components of the internal conservative force of a system. अगर किसी सिस्टम में हम पोटेंशियल एनर्जी को कैलकुलेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं विदाउट नोइंग द रिलेशन बिटवीन एफ एंड एक्स एंड वाई, then means the equation or the work done depends upon path. If it depends upon path, then it will be a non-conservative force, right? Okay, hopefully understood. So f is equal to fxi plus fyj plus fzk. Right, this is potential energy summation, change in potential energy of a system. Potential energy is a force, या force and potential energy दोनों हम calculate कर सकते हैं. Just we need to make sure this force should be internal and conservative force of the system. Internal होना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं, internal किसी भी force के लिए हो सकता है जिसमें भी system को जिसको भी आपने system के अंदर ले लिया action and reaction pair, but you have to make sure it is conservative force. Conservative force is like electric force, electrostatic force, magnetic force, gravitational force, spring force, but friction force इन सब के लिए हम पोटेंशियल एनर्जी कैलकुलेट नहीं कर सकते. अब किसी सिस्टम में इंटरनल एनर्जी चेंज हो रही है बिकॉज ऑफ वर्क डन अगेंस्ट का मतलब जो सिस्टम करना चाहता है अगर उसके अगेंस्ट हम उस पर वर्क करेंगे तो वो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इंक्रीज होगी. इफ वर्क इज डन बाय दिस सिस्टम देन पोटेंशियल एनर्जी डिक्रीज होगी. बॉल इज कमिंग डाउनवर्ड्स, ग्रेविटी इटसेल्फ इज डूइंग वर्क. If work is done by the internal force, potential energy decreases. If work is done on the internal force, work is done on this system by external force, then potential energy increases. मतलब सिस्टम के साथ जबरदस्ती करोगे तो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इंक्रीज होगी, जो चाहता है वो करने दोगे तो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी डिक्रीज होगी. बट if a system has only conservative forces, then that means it can, इसमें जो भी हमने force लगाया वो external और internal both will be equal. That is called conservation of mechanical energy. जो हम force लगा रहे हैं external, that force is exactly equal and opposite to the internal force of the system. क्योंकि जितना अंदर conservative force था उतना ही force हमने बाहर की तरफ से लगाया. F external and F internal is equal and opposite. Change in kinetic energy थी because of the external force work done. F dot dr. Change in potential energy is work done against the internal force of the system. अगर इसमें कोई बाहर से ऐसा force नहीं है which is non-conservative, तो एक energy ही दूसरे के form में convert होती है. एक का positive work done, दूसरे का negative work done. If you add the two, change in kinetic energy plus change in potential energy will become zero. That means if kinetic energy is increasing, potential energy will be decreasing. Delta K plus delta U will be zero. Delta U is minus times delta K. Final minus initial potential का, फिर kinetic energy का initial minus final हो जाएगा. So if kinetic energy is increasing, potential energy decreasing, and vice versa. Or the other better way of writing it, sum of potential plus kinetic of any system remains conserved if there is no non-conservative forces in the system. सिस्टम में अगर कोई भी नॉन कंजर्वेटिव फोर्सेस या डिसिपेटिव फोर्सेस नहीं है जिसकी वजह से एनर्जी लॉस हो सकती है वो हीट के फॉर्म में, then the total initial and total final mechanical energy will be same. If system has some non-conservative forces, तो उसको करने के लिए हमारे पास दूसरा तरीका है, that we also have to include that heat loss or that energy loss because of the non-conservative forces. इसको हम conservation of energy या फिर हम इसको work energy theorem के form में भी लिख सकते हैं. तो conservation of energy or it can be work energy theorem. Work energy theorem का मतलब the total work done by all the forces, work done by conservative plus work done by non-conservative, that will be always equal to change in kinetic energy of the system. Because total work done by all the forces is equal to change in kinetic energy. That was the system, but there is a better way of applying this, better way of writing this. Question to question, we don't have to just follow the same formula. We can modify according to this specific question that by example we will see. So हमने सारे वर्क करने के वर्क कैलकुलेट करने के मेथड देख लिए. हमने पोटेंशियल एनर्जी के लिए मैंने फॉर्मूला ऐसे लिखा बिकॉज यू ऑलरेडी नो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ऑफ 2 पॉइंट मासेस होता है माइनस gm1 m2 by r, बट वी आर इंटरेस्टेड हियर इन पोटेंशियल एनर्जी फॉर वेरी स्मॉल height above the earth. Change in potential energy will be mgh, that will be gravitational potential energy. We will assume 0 as per our convenience. Second formula was electrostatic potential energy, k q1 q2 by r. And third is elastic potential energy. When a spring is stretched, it is half times kx square. K is the spring constant and x is the change in length. Elastic potential energy is stored in the spring. Yes. So these are the main formulas for potential energy. इसके अलावा हम किसी भी conservative force के लिए by minus of integration of f dx से we can calculate. So I have shared you one DPP and let's solve few questions from here based on the work calculation and energy calculation. ये जो चैप्टर है ये यूजुअली बहुत इजी है. यूजुअली मतलब मोस्टली क्वेश्चंस विल बी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड अनलेस की मैथमेटिकल कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ना हो. राइट. अब से क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. Question number 5 is when a rubber band is stretched by distance x, it is storing force of magnitude Fax plus Bx square, and this is this work done in stretching the unstretched rubber band by L. So this force is constant or variable? This is variable. Since it is a variable force, we need to integrate f dx to calculate the work done. Yukta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how are you? What will be the answer to question number 5? We have to integrate, that's clear, because force is depending upon x. So we need to integrate, put the value of force, integrate from 0 to L. Question number 5, you have to answer. तो थोड़ी सी स्पीड हमारी अब बढ़ जाएगी और we are waiting for this announcement. और नीट वालों के लिए भी अच्छा है, जल्दी रिवाइज हो जाएगा whatever maximum portion. Yes, quickly, what is the answer? Integration of f into dx. F is x plus bx square and we need to integrate from 0 to L. Integration of work done by the force. Question you can see from the PDF in your group, otherwise it will take time if I cut and paste here. Ax plus bx square. Yukta, what is the answer? You have to reply. X का integration. Yukta, integration of x. Integration of x to the power n is x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So that becomes x square by 2 plus b into x cube by 3, limit from 0 to L. So
Yes, sir.
Integration of x is x square by 2. X square is x cube by 3 from this formula.
Yes, sir. Got it.
ये फॉर्मूलेज आपको याद ही करने हैं, इसका कोई और सब्स्टिट्यूट है ही नहीं इंटीग्रेशन डिफरेंशिएशन का. बाकी तो चलो कुछ जुगाड़ हो सकता है, बट दिस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ मैथ्स दैट you have to learn somehow. Okay, from the same worksheet, now question number 14. Question number 14. So direct formula based work done question वाले
You
question
can
नहीं
show
है
the
इसमें.
question.
अच्छा, so मैंने भेज दिया है आपके पुराने वाले ग्रुप में भी है, आप वहां से भी देख सकते हैं. Yeah. Question number 14 is this. In the following figure, a particle of mass m is released from the position A on a smooth track. When the particle is at point B, calculate the normal reaction on it by the track. So ये दो क्वेश्चन का कॉम्बिनेशन है, इसलिए ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं कंप्यूटर लेवल पे. ए पर इसके पास जितनी भी मैकेनिकल एनर्जी थी, दैट विल कन्वर्ट इन द मैकेनिकल एनर्जी, सेम मैकेनिकल एनर्जी एट पॉइंट बी. From A to B, apply the conservation of mechanical energy. हाँ बेटा, someone is saying something, I guess. The आवाज clear नहीं आ रही. This is 3H and here it is 2H. So from A
mg होगा आंसर.
2 mg. पता नहीं.
mg.
A पर इसके पास initial velocity 0 है, but it has a potential energy of mg into 3H. Kinetic at A plus potential at A is equal to kinetic at B plus potential at B. A पे kinetic 0, potential is mg into 3H. B पे kinetic half mv square, potential is mg into 2H. वेदिका क्या किया इसके बाद? What is the next step? B तो आ गया root 2
mv
dh.
square by r से इक्वेट कर दिया n को.
अच्छा, अभी यहाँ पर B पर हम इसका FBD ड्रॉ करेंगे. B पर एक नॉर्मल रिएक्शन भी लग रहा होगा नीचे की तरफ, और इसका वेट भी लग रहा होगा नीचे की तरफ.
अच्छा, वेट मैंने नहीं काउंट किया. हाँ, mg आएगा.
Total force acting towards the center of the circle provides the required centripetal force. So normal reaction
n
at
plus
point
mg will be mv square by
in this case
2
h will be
h
negative.
n plus mg will be mv square by h. हाँ.
So this becomes 2 mg, that is normal reaction at point B will be equal to mg. Centripetal force का formula mv square by r, and that is the requirement. Total force acting towards the center of the circle will be equal to mv square by r. Right. Question number 18 on the same page. Question number 18. I'll show the question also on screen. आपके ग्रुप में मैंने भेज दिया. पीयूष, you got this PDF?
Yes, sir, I got the worksheet.
Very good. Question number 18. The potential energy of a particle which is free to move along x-axis given as x to the power 4 minus x square by 2, and says that total mechanical energy of the particle is 2 joule, then find the maximum speed. One more point here, that in the case of potential energy, we don't have any constraint, but kinetic energy पे constraint है that kinetic energy can never be negative because kinetic energy is half mv square. So kinetic energy has to be strictly greater than or equal to 0. Potential energy कुछ भी हो सकती है, potential energy के लिए कोई problem नहीं है. So हम question जब भी solve करेंगे, like there a question in NCERT which is recent enough question, which of the following the particle cannot exist. So हम वो reason calculate कर लें जहाँ पे kinetic energy is coming out to be negative. Kinetic energy can never be negative, it can be max 0. In this question, it says that the total mechanical energy of any particle remains 2 joule, and the potential energy at a function of x is given as x raised to power 4 by 4 minus x square by 2. Calculate the maximum speed. Maximum speed means maximum kinetic energy at that point. Maximum kinetic energy means potential energy will be minimum because summation is always constant. So if kinetic energy is maximum, potential energy will be minimum because summation is constant. From the function which is given, we have to find the minima of potential energy, the minimum potential energy value. Maximum
That is
minima.
minus 1 by 4 joules.
Okay, very good. You're solving or you remember it?
No, sir, I'm solving.
Okay, then fine, good. X into x square minus 1. So there are many points which 0 plus 1 as well as minus 1. How do we decide which of the point will be minima? जहां पर double differentiation positive आ जाए तो दो बार differentiate करोगे it will become 3x square minus 1. So when you put x equals to plus minus 1, it will be positive. So either plus 1 or minus 1, that will be the minimum potential energy value. So minimum of potential energy is at x equals to plus 1 or minus 1. दोनों पे same ही आ जाएगा 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2, which is minus 1 by 4 joule. Kinetic energy maximum half mv square. Minimum potential energy is minus 1 by 4. That should be 2. The mass of the particle is 1 kg. 2 plus 1 by 4 is 9 by 4. So this will become 2 and speed will become 3 by
3 by root 2.
maximum speed will be 3 by root 2 meter per second. So in this type of questions we cannot guarantee anything about kinetic energy. मतलब हम kinetic energy का function given हो उसका maximum में नहीं calculate कर सकते, but we can calculate it with the help of potential energy function. Question number 21 on the same page. Question number 21. A force acts on a particle, 30-gram particle, in such a way that position of the particle as a function of time is given as x equals to 3t minus 4t square plus t cube. Calculate the work done in first 4 seconds. Piyush, question number 21. What method of work done we should use? मैंने लिख ही दिया. In all such cases, हम सबसे easily क्या कर सकते हैं? Work energy theorem. X is given as a function of time. Calculate velocity, differentiate dx by dt. 3 minus 8t plus 3t square. We have to calculate in first 4 seconds. So at t is equal to 4 calculate करेंगे. That will be the final velocity. At t is equal to 0 calculate कर लेंगे. That will be the initial velocity. Substitute it back into the equation. Find final velocity value and initial velocity value. 3 minus 32 plus 48. 3 minus 0 plus 0. Here the mass is 30 grams. So it's already
V19 है.
319. नहीं नहीं ऑप्शन में नहीं है शायद.
V19 है. V19 है क्या?
V19 है. Yes, V is 19 and this is 3. So it will be half 30 gram, 30 into 10 to the power minus 3. 19 square minus 3 square. Half 30 10 to the power minus 3. 22 into 16 and that we can solve further. 576, I guess. Yes. 576 millijoule. X is given as function of time. Differentiate to find velocity. From velocity, the change in kinetic energy is equal to work done. Next question is question number 30 from the same worksheet. इसका आंसर क्या आया सॉल्व करके? नहीं आ रहा, कोई आंसर नहीं आ रहा है?
5340 into 10 to the power minus 3 पता नहीं.
Okay.
The 5.2 है.
5.34.
So 530 is also one of the options. So maybe
D. D is the option.
D.
D, yeah. 530. Yeah, this one.
530 will do. Okay.
Yes.
Question number 30. A vertical spring with force constant K is fixed on a table. Vertical spring of force. The ball of mass from a height of h falls on the vertically, so the spring is compressed by distance d. The work done in this process. So this goes d further, और h height से ये ऊपर fall हो रहा है. So in this case, the total work done हमें चाहिए. Net work done will be equal to change in energy. So gravitational potential energy में loss कितना हो रहा है? That is mg into h plus d. कितनी potential energy में loss हो रहा है और elastic potential energy में this is the k minus of half kd square. Right, this is the total work done. इसमें सारे फोर्सेस का वर्क डन किया है. सो mg का वर्क डन पॉजिटिव आ रहा है, अगर इस सेंस में समझना है आपको. द वर्क डन बाय mg इज पॉजिटिव एंड स्प्रिंग का फोर्स का वर्क डन नेगेटिव है बिकॉज फोर्स ऊपर की तरफ लग रहा होगा. कंप्रेसिव स्प्रिंग इज गेटिंग कंप्रेस्ड. So mg h plus d is the work done by gravitational force and half kd square is negative work done by the spring force. Okay, ऐसे क्वेश्चन में let's say if it is find the maximum, so the total work done, और अगर कोई noise नहीं है, there is no loss, there is no conductivity loss, तो जितना gravitational potential energy ने work किया है या loss हुआ है उतना ही spring की energy increase होगी. So find the maximum compression of the spring, mg into h plus x. The loss in gravitational potential energy will be equal to the maximum increase in the potential energy of a spring. X is maximum compression in the spring. Right? Very nice. Solve कर लेंगे. This will be a quadratic equation for x. We can find out whether this is the maximum compression by finding the root of this equation.
सर एक बार 30th वाला दोबारा एक्सप्लेन कर दोगे?
एक ब्लॉक है, बॉल है, मास m की, h हाइट ऊपर से ड्रॉप किया. When it comes, strikes the spring. Because of that impulsive force, it start compressing the spring. और ये d डिस्टेंस नीचे पहुंचने में टोटल वर्क डन कितना है ये कैलकुलेट करा था फर्स्ट वाले. दी टोटल वर्क डन, यहाँ पे फोर्सेस कौन कौन से लग रहे हैं? एक तो ग्रेविटी है और दूसरा स्प्रिंग का फोर्स. ग्रेविटी फोर्स नीचे लग रहा है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट भी नीचे हो रहा है. सो वर्क डन इज पॉजिटिव. इट विल बी फोर्स mg इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट h प्लस d.
यस सर.
स्प्रिंग का फोर्स, जब ये कंप्रेस होती है स्प्रिंग तो फोर्स बाहर की तरफ इलोंगेशन लगता है and force and displacement are opposite, so it will be negative. It is minus half kd square.
अच्छा ठीक है, समझ गई, थैंक यू।
So the work done is always work done is, so हमें force और displacement के direction से decide करना है what will be the work done sign. Same direction, force and displacement, it is positive. Opposite direction, that is negative. Second part of this question है कि हमने, क्योंकि इसमें D ये नहीं given था, that is the maximum compression. At the maximum compression, it will come to at rest. The block will finally, ultimately, for a moment, it will be at rest. So इसमें जो block की या इस ball की potential energy loss हो रही है, h plus x height नीचे fall होने में वो कहाँ गई? That goes to the potential energy of the spring, right?
यस सर।
So here we will solve this for x. X is the maximum compression. X is the maximum compression. This fine. So ये तो हो गए कुछ work done calculate करने वाले कुछ simple से questions based on which we can calculate work done. Opposite अगर कुछ miscellaneous cases ले लेते हैं, like potential energy function is given. Potential energy at x comma y comma z is given as u is equal to minus of xy square plus yz cube plus xyz. Calculate the acceleration of particle. Calculate the acceleration of particle of mass 2 kg at 0.111 in this field. इस पोटेंशियल एनर्जी फील्ड के अंदर अगर कोई पार्टिकल 111 पे प्रेजेंट है तो उस पे कितना एक्सेलरेशन होगा, मतलब कितना फोर्स होगा, पहले फोर्स कैलकुलेट करेंगे. सो फोर्स के लिए वी हैव अ पार्शियल डिफरेंशिएशन मेथड. एक्स कंपोनेंट के लिए हम एक्स में डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे, वाई जेड कांस्टेंट अज्यूम कर लेंगे. सो व्हेन यू डिफरेंशिएट माइनस माइनस प्लस हो गया. We take y and z as constant. So y constant का like a number, y square will be taken outside. y and z पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव में जिस के फंक्शन के रेस्पेक्ट में डिफरेंशिएट कर रहे हैं केवल उसको डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं. The rest two functions, rest two variables are taken as constant. So here again y and z both are constant. Constant का differentiation आ गया 0. थर्ड वाले टर्म में y and z both are constant. It will be
5.
differentiation of x. Right. So it is y square plus yz. That is the first component. अगर वैल्यू डालोगे 1 1 की तो ये 2 आ जाएगी by the way. Similarly y component, अभी हम एक जनरल फंक्शन कैलकुलेट करें. जनरल फंक्शन में y कोऑर्डिनेट y कंपोनेंट कैलकुलेट करने के लिए विल डिफरेंशिएट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू y and take x and z as constant. So when I differentiate with respect to y, पहले वाले टर्म में माइनस माइनस प्लस हो गया. We'll take x outside, differentiation of y square. In the second term, z cube outside, differentiation of y. In the third one, x and z constant, differentiation of y. ये आ जाएगा 2xy plus z cube plus xz. That is the xy component. And likewise, we calculate the z component. डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे z में, बट z में डिफरेंशिएट करने के लिए x और y को कांस्टेंट ले लेंगे. तो माइनस माइनस प्लस हो गया. पहला टर्म पूरा का पूरा कांस्टेंट 0. दूसरे टर्म में y कांस्टेंट बाहर निकालेंगे. z क्यूब का डिफरेंशिएशन 3z स्क्वायर. थर्ड टर्म में x एंड y कांस्टेंट बाहर निकालेंगे. z का डिफरेंशिएशन इज 1. 3yz स्क्वायर प्लस xy. सो ये एक जनरल फोर्स का फॉर्मूला आ गया एट एनी जनरल पोजीशन ऑफ x, y, z. So the position of x 111 पे x component हो गया 2, y component हो गया 4, and this also become 4. 2i plus 4j plus 4k. That is the force at 111. F is equal to 2i plus 4J plus 4K will calculate the magnitude of force, and from magnitude of force we calculate the, so 6 आ रहा है शायद ये, very good. Acceleration is force upon m, so 6 upon 2, that is 3 meter per second square. That is the acceleration of the particle in this field. So from potential energy formula we can calculate force. From force formula we can calculate potential energy also. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. Next concept is in this is some vertical circular motion. उसके पहले हम power और ये छोटे-मोटे topic जो है वो कर लेते हैं. Vertical circular motion and collision. These two topics we will do tomorrow. Power is defined as the rate of work done or rate of energy transfer. Tomorrow also we have class. Yesterday we had the class, but the लोग भूल गए थे and the link was not sent. So now every day except the Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday में आप अपनी self practice करेंगे. If required, then we will also keep class on Saturday, Sunday evening maybe. Mornings are little busy. Rate of work done और rate of energy transfer, क्योंकि अब जो भी दिन बचे हैं इसमें आपको previous years के papers JEE के only and only those papers करने हैं, not any other nonsense. Previous इस सेशन के लास्ट सेशन के चैप्टर वाइज पेपर आपको सॉल्व करने हैं, नथिंग एल्स यू आर सपोज टू डू और यू शुड डू. अपनी खुशी के लिए आप कुछ भी करो, वो अलग बात है. एक बच्चा इरोडोव कर रहा है, उसके इरोडोव के डाउट आते हैं मेरे पास, क्या समझे? रेट ऑफ एनर्जी ट्रांसफर इज डिफाइंड एज पावर. तो कुछ लोगों को जो बोलो उसका अपोजिट ही करना होता है, दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. कुछ इनबिल्ट प्रोग्रामिंग ऐसी होती है, जो बोला गया वो तो नहीं करना है, कुछ भी कर लो. I am the most intelligent one. Rate of work done or rate of energy transfer, क्योंकि work done is energy and energy is work done. Work करने के लिए energy चाहिए, energy, so that's why we can use any of the two. The instantaneous will be the rate of work done, dW by dt. Average power will be total work done by total time taken. Total work done by total time taken. dW by dt, so work done in a small interval of ds, displacement f dot ds, and ds by dt is velocity. So power is equal to f dot v. This is the instantaneous power, and it will become fv cos theta, just like fs cos theta. So instantaneous power, theta is angle between force and velocity. एवरेज पावर जब हम कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं, तो उसमें हमारे पास बहुत सारे ऑप्शन है, बिकॉज इट इज अ टोटल वर्क डन. टोटल वर्क डन को हम वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम से, चेंज इन काइनेटिक एनर्जी से भी निकाल सकते हैं. इफ सपोज दैट वर्क इज डूइंग द चेंज इन पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, किसी वेल से वाटर को केवल ऊपर ले जाने के लिए यूज हो रही है, देन चेंज इन पोटेंशियल एनर्जी आल्सो. अगर हम दोनों कर रहे हैं, वाटर को ऊपर भी लेके जा रहे हैं और फिर उसको किसी स्पीड से बाहर थ्रो भी कर रहे हैं, so it will be any of these formula will work depending upon for what purpose work is being done or work is used. All these formulas are average power, but instantaneous power, you have only that one method. You have to do the instantaneous function of force and velocity, and then they take the dot product and integrate. Right? So for any question when we solve, power is at joule per second, watt or horsepower, और उस आपको बताइए 1 horsepower is 746 and all this nonsense. जो एक वैरायटी के क्वेश्चन आते हैं वन स्पेसिफिक टाइप, दैट इज इफिशिएंसी. हमने वर्क डन कितना दिया और उसके बदले में, सो दैट इज द आउटपुट पावर बाय इनपुट पावर इनटू 100. दिस इज कॉल्ड इफिशिएंसी ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर मशीन. में भी हमने कोई मोटर पंप लगाया और उसमें हमने कुछ बाहर से इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी सप्लाई की, दैट इनपुट पावर वो 1000 वाट की या 1 किलोवाट की मोटर है. हाउ मच power it delivers, that will calculate by using mgh by t, average power that it has delivered from the well. अब इसमें भी थोड़े ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन ऐसे होते हैं. वेल में समटाइम्स वेल है तो वेल में इनफाइनाइट सोर्स है, मे बी सपोज इट इज अ कंटेनर, सो 10 मीटर डेप्थ नीचे है ऊपर और 10 मीटर का इसमें वाटर भरा हुआ था. the mass of that water, let's say 1000 liter or 2000 liter का इसमें water है, और इसको बाहर pump करने में it takes 1 hour. Suppose it takes 1 hour. So how we calculate the change in potential energy to pump this water out? This is not a well में जितना निकालते जाओगे उतना अंदर से और आता जाएगा. This is some container type of thing, you can assume. So in this case, when you have to calculate the output power, mass पता है 2000 liter water है, और यहाँ से हम density से multiply करके mass calculate कर लेंगे. Mass is density into volume. Water की density होती है 1 gram per liter, 1 gram per milliliter, or 1 kg per liter. So it will be same thing. It will be 1 kg. वैसे ये 4 डिग्री सेल्सियस के लिए होता है, but we can apply it on an average. 2000 kg का इसमें water है. Work done is equal to change in potential energy, and the change in potential energy is mgh. This is the output that we are getting from the motor. Now how much is the work done? उसके लिए potential energy है, और potential energy के लिए कितनी height इसने ऊपर raise की है? Is it 20? No, it will be 15, क्योंकि किसी भी body का center of gravity हम उसके geometrical center पे लेते हैं. So when we calculate the potential energy, we will take that height that it has going up is only 15. So mass 2000, g approximately 10, height will be taken 15 meter, and time is 1 hour, so 60 into 60 second, these many watt. So depending upon आपने कितने kilowatt की मोटर ली थी, दोनों को divide करके we can calculate the efficiency. So for any extended system of body, its total mass will be assumed at its center of mass or center of gravity, and from there we will calculate. From there we will calculate the work done. So ऐसे ही जैसे chain वाले question होते हैं, chain which is hanging from the edge. I'm taking some miscellaneous example. We are kind of done with the first part of this chapter, which is the calculation of work done as. So question here is that this is a chain which 1/3 portion is hanging from the edge. It was initially held, and mass of the chain is m, length is l. It is held from one end. When it is released, find the speed of the chain or velocity of the chain when it is slipping off the edge of the table. Find the velocity when it is slipping off the edge. Right? Okay. So here we have to do the potential energy. क्योंकि इसमें initial और final में जो potential energy का loss हो रहा है, that loss in potential energy itself is getting converted into the kinetic energy. So when the whole chain is off the table, the total length of L is vertically just getting off. So total mass इसका m था, but the portion which is hanging below is m/3. इसका जो center of gravity होगा, that is L/6. If we assume that potential energy at the surface of the table is 0, that will make the question a little bit easy. Initial potential energy जो surface पे रखा हुआ है उसकी 0, surface के नीचे जो है that is m, तो mass hang कर रहा है m/3, g into h. h में हम लेंगे उसके center of gravity का, which is at L/6. When the whole chain is off the edge, it will be L/2. It will be minus mg into L/2. Now loss in gravitational potential energy is equal to gain. जब भी हम loss करते हैं, loss in gravitational potential energy, loss is initial minus final, and gain is final minus initial. So ui minus uf is equal to kf minus ki. Initial is minus mgl by 16. Final is minus mgl by 2. Final kinetic energy is half mv square. Initial is 0.
So 18, right? MGL by 18.
Abida?
Shouldn't it be MGL by 18?
Yeah, mgl by 18. Sorry. mgl by 18. My mind was somewhere else. mgl by 18. Thank you. Right. So these type of questions of the extended body system, we will use the energy exactly at the we'll assume the whole mass to be at the center. Power main, the next type of question is the, let's say, power position vector is given of any particle at time t. Last two questions. Position vector of any particle at time t is given as r is equal to t cube I cap minus 2t to the power 4 j cap plus 5t square k cap. And if the mass of particle is 1 kg, calculate the power delivered at time t is equal to 1 second. Find the power delivered at time t is equal to 1 second. तो पहले वेलोसिटी निकालेंगे. वेलोसिटी आ जाएगी 3t स्क्वायर आई कैप माइनस 8t क्यूब जे कैप प्लस 10t टाइम्स के कैप. दोबारा डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे तो एक्सप्रेशन आ जाएगा विच विल बी 6t टाइम्स आई कैप minus 24t square j cap plus 10 k cap. So power is F dot V. F is m into A dot V. Mass to 1 kg hai. This will become 60 I cap minus 24t square j cap plus 10 k cap dot 3t square I cap minus 8t cube j cap plus 10t times k cap. So when you multiply this, okay, 18t cube and minus minus become plus 192t to the power 5 and plus 100t times k, sorry, 100t. This is the instantaneous power at time t. Just by time pe nikalna hai, we'll substitute the value t is equal to 1, t is equal to 2. This will be the power at time t. So likewise, you can calculate instantaneous power, average power's efficiency for any such cases where the position vector and force is given. Correct? Okay. One last question, one last type of question. If power is given constant, so this is a standard set of question which has been asked few times. For constant power, if a force deliver constant power, then what will be the dependence of velocity with time, displacement with time? Power is F into V, that is constant. F is ma, A is dV by dt into V is constant. So V dV आ जाएगा K by M times dt के equal. Integrate on both this side. Integration of V dV is integration of K by M dt. 0 to V, 0 to T. V square by 2 is K by M times T. From here we get the value of V. V is root 2 K by M into root T. V is some constant times root T. V velocity आएगा तो velocity is proportional to root T. Acceleration निकालना हो तो उसको divide differentiate करके हम acceleration निकाल सकते हैं. Acceleration will be dv by dt. That will be proportional to 1 upon t raised to power half. This is dependence of velocity and acceleration. Displacement निकालना है तो velocity को dx by dt लिखेंगे, which is c times root t. So dx is c t raised to power half dt. Integrate on both the side. Displacement will be c into t raised to power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So displacement will be directly proportional to t raised to power half. Displacement will be t raised to power half. S is proportional to t raised to power 3 by 2. right? Okay. So I think we have covered the almost 60% of this chapter. This is just one referral worksheet. You have to solve the previous year latest questions chapter wise only. For so tomorrow we will do the collision and work energy, sorry, and the vertical circular motion. So hopefully tomorrow we will be done with this chapter. And then on Friday, the center of mass and linear momentum conservation, those questions, the center of mass and rotation. ठीक है, चलो, okay then. That's it for today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.